Hi, I'm Carl Pritchard. I'm a certified PMP, PMI-RMP, and Earned Value professional. And if you know what those things are, you're definitely in the right spot. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about getting ready for the exam and a question I got from Mark. And Mark's question was really kind of compelling. It's a classic, and that is, Carl, I'm so frustrated. I just can't seem to remember all the ITTOs. Mark, first off, thanks for writing. And let me just address Mark's first part, and that is the acronym ITTO. What the devil is an ITTO? Well, an ITTO is an input, tool technique, and output. It's something that's very common in the guide to the PMBOK. Now, if you're dealing with ITTOs, some people believe you have to memorize all of them in order to pass the PMP or the PMI-RMP exam. It's not the case. However, you will have at least 5 to 10 questions on I's, TTs, and O's. Now, what's notable here is I's and O's actually have something in common. They're inputs and outputs. They tend to be fixed. They tend to be static. They're like documents in most cases. And that's the general trend for what an input and an output is. A tool technique? Well, that tends to be something that actually takes action on something else. Common word in the tool technique category? Analysis. So, if you've got I's and O's and you've got T's and T's, well, does that help you? Yes, it does, especially if you can make the distinction between the two. Because on the exam, most of the time they're asking for an input or an output. The distractor answers, the wrong answers, are tools techniques. And similarly, if they're asking you for a tool or technique for a particular process, the distractor answers are inputs and outputs. So if you can simply make the distinction between an input-output and a tool technique, you're going to be able to answer those questions pretty effectively and save yourself a boatload of memorization because, frankly, most of us don't have that kind of RAM. I'm doing this now and again because, well, I want to help out my students, and also because I want you to consider becoming one of my students. If you'd like to participate in one of my classes, find out about the services I offer, pop me an email at carl@carlpritchard.com. or visit my website at www.carlpritchard.com, and then check back here to see if we have some new answers to more questions. Pass.